you guys had made a deal that you would go into this bizarre alternate dimension after touching this weird. After all six of you had touched this weird cube, and the deal was that you would get the heads of the pirate princes delivered to you, uh, and you would bring out what was located at the center of the final room. Is basically how it'd been described. So the first room you came to, had had a faceless woman, playing a violin, and three very strange creatures with harpoon arms behind curtains that you guys did battle with. The next room you came to was actually more of an open area, filled with trees, nice flowers that smelled pretty, nice smelling flowers, good looking fruits that none of you touched, and finally a path. Well, not really a path, but you found your way to a pond where you spotted two strange figures. Before any of you could get close enough to do anything with them, though, you figured out to jump into the pond to get to the next room, which turned out to be some very strange casino run by a beholder. Some of you gambled, and two of you decided to stage a fight on the stage in order to entertain the crowd. You were doing pretty well with that for a while until the crowd started to get bored. uh, Eventually, you made your way out from there, and now you have found yourself at a new location. The smell of something strong and abrasive, what can only be described as a cleaning solution of some kind, assaults your nose, overlaying the stench of sickness, of rot. Not exactly a death rot, mind you, but more of something you'd find in a sanitarium or near a plague infested temple of some kind. You can hear coughing and low wails coming from various rooms up and down the corridors. Nearby is an alcove with some kind of statue standing in it. The statue appears to be wearing a mask with a smiley face on it. It's also holding a torch in its hand, providing light to this area. You can see the entrance to rooms nearby along the left and right hand sides of the corridor. What would you guys like to do?
So this probably isn't the best time to tell you all that I have a fear of hospitals.
No, it's not really, no.
Well, there's a lot going on here.
Better now than never.
So, Volan, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
If you're that close, you get +5.
Alright, that's 13. You feel like you're paralyzed, Volan. This is definitely a hospital, and it is terrifying you.
Guys.
Snap out of it. Let's go.
Can you hold my hand?
Fine.
Oxy holds up the sign, Green Knights Unite.
Uh,
And you'll hold out for your other hand.
Thanks.
Alright.
Now all we need is a stupid yellow brick road. Isn't that the legend?
Got this again.
What? I don't know what legend you're talking about.
Off to see some fucking wizard. That's all I remember about it. It's a dumb,
Oh,
stupid land tale. Got
I've
some
been,
kind of a tin man and a freaking scarecrow and a dog. I don't know much more about it except there was some green city made of glass with a bunch of midgets. I don't know. Let's go.
I look at Cogsworth and say, at least we have the Tin Man.
Yeah, I know. That's not helping. Yes.
Cogsworth currently seems to be in his more, not exactly inert, but non-cognizant mode.
Just kind of shove him out of the way.
Yeah, he goes and he walks in the direction that you point him in, but he doesn't do much of anything else.
All right. Well, let's go see the lollipop halflings. So just pick a room.
Sure.
Walk in the nearest doorway.
You see a figure laying in the bed as soon as you walk into the room. The figure has a mask on their face. It appears to be frowning. Across to them is some kind of painting. It appears to be of what looks to be a somewhat female figure, but she is also wearing a mask. This one is definitely a smiling mask, and it looks like she has green hair, but you can't make much else out of the picture.
Like somebody drew on the masks.
Nope. Looks like she has green textured hair of some kind.
No, I mean the masks have a smile and a frowny face.
It's more of an etching. It's what's I'm gonna say? Think of like a clay or a wood mask, but somebody has taken the time to carve a smile or a frown into them.
Anybody else in the room? Just this person?
Just the person on
And
the
the paint.
bed who seems to be stirring and waking up. Psst, Quentin.
Do I see anything to this mask?
Yes, you're in bed, so you're pretty much just stealing, but you hear movement in the room, and you thought you heard somebody walking down the corridor. Someone new, someone other than the doctor who's coming by to visit you at times. Though you have very indistinct memories of her. This is clearly not her. It's someone else.
Get up! It's time for your enema.
Can I decline?
Oh, it speaks. Well, that's a step forward.
I mean, I think so. Yes.
What is this place and why are you here?
Good questions. I look around.
Topaz, as you get closer, you notice that the figure seems to be secured to the bed.
I'll try to unsecure the figure. Well, maybe I don't want to do that yet. What kind of a figure?
It looks like humanoid, probably human, because you don't see pointed ears outside the mask.
I'm reaching out to pull the stupid mask off. First off.
All right, you pull the mask off, and what do they see, Quentin?
They see a relatively young. I mean, he's not that young. A man in his like early 30s, late 20s. He has a nice clean-shaven beard and some relatively shaggy hair at this point. I don't know. He looks pretty good. I may hope for the 20 charisma, at least.
Why are you tied down?
I guess because I'm sick. It's a hospital. I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you. The doctor said I was supposed to be here with this thing, so
Insight.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
Go
also
ahead.
rolling.
I don't even know. Do I need to roll anything?
No, you don't.
Persuasion?
Topaz, as you study this, you realize that this man has no clue why he's here. He just knows what he's been told.
It looks like a hospital.
Are there more like you around here? And what's with this painting?
I think that's the lady doctor thing. I don't know. Probably it's a hospital. I mean, I would hope there weren't more people, but I think that's pretty common.
Is this a hospital or
I mean,
is it an asylum?
You can still hear
um,
far off whimpers coming from up and down the hall. There are
he,
definitely
he,
other people here.
he touches his chin like that's a good question.
You're restrained to prevent you
Very
from touching your
important
chin.
distinction.
Damn it! I tried to touch my chin. I'm like, maybe I don't. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I just woke up. I mean, I've been awake for a while. I don't know. Look, can you like get me out of this? I don't know if this is like my kind of treatment. Looks rather dim in here. I don't know.
Hmm.
I'd much rather go see a cleric. I think. I think they have more expertise in this particular field.
Well, we have one of those.
Oh,
Noxie just kicks Cogsworth.
As you look around a little bit in the direction that you've been told, you do manage to see a metal figure that's being gestured at. The metal figure, on the other hand, doesn't say anything back.
okay.
Is he broken down again?
Noxie nods.
So okay. So
He'll come around.
okay.
Meanwhile, just lay there.
I mean, I mean, thank you for the choice, but yeah, I'm good.
I'm walking over and looking closer at this painting and like walking around behind it, trying to. If there's any details we're missing on it.
Roll a either nature or a Arcana check.
Both equally bad. Let's see. Sure is a painting. Look at that
Yeah,
paint.
it definitely just looks like a woman to you.
The frame and everything.
I'm gonna look over the guy tied up. Is there anything like? Can I tell if he's like sick or something? Is he like visibly ill?
Roll a medicine check.
All right, I'm kind of good at this.
It's all an illusion anyway, Volan. What are you getting so upset about? None of this is real. We already
It
know this.
smells like chemicals, and there's people here, and they're whimpering.
Wait, I'm not real.
It's
No,
within
you're
your
I like
figment
nose.
of our
I bite
imagination.
my lip to double check.
You are a
It's within
figment
your
of our
nose.
imagination. You're not real.
Quentin, take 1 point of damage and some red blood just drips down to your chin.
Oh my god, he's bleeding
Guys,
now.
I
Guys,
think I'm real.
Is it-
Noxie, he does not appear to be currently sick, but he seems to be suffering some kind of confusion. Perhaps he has amnesia?
Hmm.
guys,
Uh,
being in here hurts my nose.
Noxie gets out. Is there a clipboard in this room?
Roll an investigation check.
Oh.
You look around, but you don't discern anything that appears to be medical paperwork.
Okay. Noxie just gives her a diagnosis. Writes down.
Freedom.
Oh, hey.
Cogsworth suddenly
she
comes back online. His eyes just brighten up, and his posture changes.
she writes down. He seems to be confused, possibly amnesia.
I can't help that. Maybe you can, Cogsworth.
She just hands the card to Cogsworth, and then writes a sign. Nurse Noxie's done her work.
What does
What's
the
wrong
card
with
say?
him? What's wrong with him, Cogsworth? He's strapped down to the bed for some reason. I'm not going to
What
let
does
him
the
go
card
until we
say?
know why.
Nurse Noxie has done her work.
Yeah, and the card that I handed to you says, possibly very confused, possibly amnesia.
So, what do I see when I look at the table?
You see a man in bed. He is youngish, very attractive. Scraggy hair. Looks like he's been growing in a little bit of a goatee. Looks like he could use a shave. Because he's been here long enough that he hasn't had a chance to do anything about it. Not much else about him. He looks otherwise fine.
So, are you gonna help me? And I like rattle my chains.
Cloud's ears are gonna perk up at that, and her eyes are gonna get real big.
Oh, great.
Slight look of concern.
You look over and you see a tabaxi woman with really, really big eyes at this point.
Yeah, slight look of concern.
She also has a cat perching on her shoulder.
By the way, speaking of cats, is Caleb gonna be back?
He's actually moving tonight, so that's why
okay.
Again?
That's why I asked for a volunteer for a guest player for tonight.
Called it.
Yeah, I volunteered as tribute, so we'll see how this goes.
And where'd that get you?
Meet Quentin, the ever-dying.
Oh, thank you for the title. I will legally change my name.
If it makes you feel any better, I don't have a piece of flint taped to the end of my weapon.
I look up at Volan, and I quickly write a sign, and it says, "Captain's orders."
You're sure he's not sick?
She nods.
And Quentin,
Don't ask Noxy, ask Cogworth.
You see a half-orc woman who appears to be kind of terrified. Just looking around. Now focused on Noxy, the little goblin woman.
Cogsworth, is he sick?
Let me check.
Medicine check.
I will go and do a brief examination.
You see the metal man coming towards you and talking now.
Okay,
He starts,
cleric.
he starts looking you over, testing you out, and probably comes to the same conclusion as Noxy. You're not actively sick, at least not with anything contagious, but you might have amnesia.
I agree with Noxy. He's not actively contagious with anything, but might have taken a couple too many conks to the head. You might get along with him, Topaz.
Does Volan still look concerned?
Oh yeah, she's holding someone's hand.
So seeing this, Cloud's gonna walk over, take Volan's other hand, and just start making her pet Cloud's arm. It's fluffy. It's soothing.
Cloud,
Noxy.
roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh fuck! Why does Cloud have to be so nice? Shit!
Cloud, you're momentarily distracted as one of the memories that you're having difficulty recalling attempts to break to the surface, and you just remember you doing this with somebody else, and it's filling you with horrific sadness, and you just can't remember why at the moment. You're just very
Cloud
sad all of a sudden.
keeps doing it, but is like crying now.
What the hell is the matter with you people?
Noxy just kind of looks at Cloud angrily.
So, how in a hurry are we to get through this level? Because if there's no threat here, I'm okay taking an hour to rest.
You want to lay here? You just want to sit and wait?
What do you think I have a cut that's going to get infected? Look at me.
Who's still in the doorway, by the way? And not who's not in the room, I should say, with Quentin.
Fred would be standing in the hall, I believe. What?
Roll a perception check for me, please.
With advantage.
Okay.
Cloud's just like getting ready to lay on the floor. She's like, laying here sounds fine.
Hamlet Cat is looking in your face at this point, Cloud.
God for advantage.
Somewhere down the hall, you hear somebody calling you, Doctor!
Someone needs a doctor down. I'm not qualified to be a doctor.
Hey guys, how about you let me go and I'll go take a look. I do have some I have some healing magic. Maybe I can help.
Wait, hold on. So you want us to let you, the person that's strapped to a bed and doesn't remember anything, to let you out so that you can leave and go check something out.
Insight.
Yes.
No.
What's the response to this? Insight 22.
I mean, I guess it would be persuasion. It's not
Look.
deception.
I mean, if
I
you're not being
think.
deceitful, then you can just say that. You say that you're
I mean, I'm not being deceitful.
Cool.
Like I what you see with the 22 insight is that I really don't like being chained to beds, and like you guys are like slightly getting weird, so it might be like Loki want to get out of here.
Noxie just unties him.
So he's telling the truth.
Is he-
He also thinks we're weird and wants to leave.
Is he chained or is he tied?
He's basically
Well-
chained, but when you reach over to undo him, you see that it's just a simple. It's basically a very simple loop construction that can easily be opened up. It just requires 2 hands to do it. It's basically something you chain down can't do it themselves. So you quickly pop off the chains, letting the loops under the bed, and your new companion can get up now.
He thinks we're weird and wants to leave. Boy, don't I know that feeling sometimes.
Well, you're
How-
probably the reason he wants to leave.
How tall is Noxie?
She is. I always have to look this up. 3'5".
Thank you, little one, and I pat you on the head and I give you guidance.
She flinches.
You are very friendly. Thank you.
I telepathically ask Noxie, "Are you okay? Do I need to rip his throat out?"
Oh God.
No.
No,
What
you're
did
not
I-
okay.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. You don't need
Okay.
to rip someone's throat out. And she holds up a sign. She says, "Name?" ?
Towards me?
She's
yeah.
aimed it
Is
towards
it like? Is it like a written? It's like a board with questions, right?
you.
Yeah, she's like a
Okay.
piece of paper with a question with name with a question mark.
Yeah.
Ever-
Okay.
ever
For a
since these-
second.
Ever since this group has walked in, you have not heard the goblin make a single sound.
Yeah. No. For a second there, I thought she was using sign language, and I was like, "Yeah, no, Geralt." He's gonna say, "I'm Geralt. Nice to meet you all. I guess."
She nods and she like pulls out a little book and writes something down.
As this is going on, you look down the corridor towards the direction where somebody was calling for a doctor, and you see a tall figure head into the room in the from where you think you hear the sounds coming from.
I saw someone down there.
Oh no.
Like,
All right, let's move. We're not solving anything standing in here jawing about it. I'll go out in the hall and start heading toward the next room down. Which one?
I really think we should rest for a little bit, though.
We can't rest here. Everyone will go insane.
How bad do I visibly see that Volan and Cogsworth are hurt? Can I tell that physically?
Volvin looks like she's a bit bruised, and Cogsworth looks dented.
I have a couple dents on me.
I don't know if this is gonna work, but let me give this a try. Now that I'm free, I'm gonna like roll up my sleeves and I'm gonna rub them together, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level on the both of them. Because I use Twin Spell. Where is it? Boop. So that's
Oh.
boom, and then where is Cure Wounds? Cure Wounds, and then 3rd level, so that's 3 key points. No, not key points, sorcery points gone. But both of you gain 18 hit points.
Do I gain 18 hit points?
I mean, I don't
believe
know if
you gain
Cogsworth does.
I think 9 hit points is. I believe it's like halved on a Warforged.
I have no clue. All I know is that I'm technically a construct.
Yeah, let me look that up. If I don't see it rolling on it, I'm definitely going with at least the ones here on Ollaras get healed by half.
I whisper to Topaz. We're kind of already insane.
Well, all right, you're not wrong.
Just saying.
well, thank you for
Actually,
that.
You regain full. The thing in here does specify that they gain the same benefits as all other humanoids. So
Cool.
you actually gain full back.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. I mean, you guys. I mean, that one let me free, and you guys seem to be friends, so I guess that's fair, right?
Oh, we should probably introduce ourselves. The Tabaxi raises her hand. I'm Cloud.
Nice to meet you.
Points to the cat. This is Hamlet. He's normally a
Oh.
gnome.
Okay.
Don't ask.
Noxie,
Don't tell.
Noxie shuffles through her bag and pulls out a stone, and out of it comes out a little voice, and it says, "I'm Noxie."
Very nice name.
The
She fiddles with it again, and it says, "Thank you."
tiefling standing in the hallway says, "My name is Dread."
Mm-hmm. Okay, but watch out for that one, I guess.
No.
The
No,
sea elf at this point seems to have left the room and hasn't introduced herself.
Okay.
The bitchy sea elf.
I'll adjust so I can watch Topaz just to make sure she doesn't get attacked by anything horrible.
She's really not that bad. She's just stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
I moved toward whatever door Dread said she saw somebody go in.
But if she's off by herself, shit's probably gonna hit the fan, so we should go.
I'll come with you guys because I have no idea where I am. Right? If that's okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm in the hospital, but that's the extent of it.
So Topaz would be the first one to get to the room. You see a tall woman, with what at first could be confused for green hair, but this close you could tell that they are definitely snakes. Green snakes dripping down her back. She's wearing a golden mask that seems to be put up in a smiling face. Around her is a white long coat of some kind, and she doesn't seem to be paying much attention to you. But though she does kind of tilt her head slightly, which makes you think that maybe she glanced in your direction. But mostly she seems to be occupied with the patient in the bed. Another person who is wearing a frowning mask, who is groaning softly and saying, "Oh, Doctor, glad you're here." And she's like patting their hand and saying, "Well, you just need your rest and your medicine."
What kind of a role is it to think she's a Medusa?
If you know of Medusa, it's pretty reasonable to assume that she is one, considering she's got snakes for hair. But if you
Okay. Yeah, I immediately turn around and walk right back out of the room. I start coming back up the hallway. I don't even say a word. I turn on my heel, and on a dime, I'm coming back up the hall, holding a hand up. Nope. I think there's a Medusa in there. I think the doctor is a fucking Medusa. I'm 90% sure of it, and she was wearing a gold mask on her face, so maybe we want to not go that way. Unless we've got something to deal with that sort of thing.
I don't have anything that can remove her curse. Fair warning.
That is the best idea you've ever had, Topaz.
Well, I don't like the idea of just sitting on our butts in this room, waiting for her to come down here and pay us a house call. But we've got to be prepared, because if that's what I think it is, I mean, I don't really know. I'm guessing from tales I've heard. Somebody else can go down and take a look, and you can tell me. People who are more familiar with them than I am.
Nope, I believe you.
Sounds fair.
And I'm thinking that that's what was in that painting. I go look at the painting again.
You are convinced that that's the same person that you see.
Yes.
In the painting.
This is what it is. That's what she is. So, wild guess here. I'm thinking maybe our challenge in this place involves dealing with her, whether we want to or not.
Wait. What exactly do you guys mean by like challenge in this place?
Right. Look, we're here for, like, for lack of a term, an artifact. We were put up to it by, your typical semi-deific figure that has some kind of mortal limitation that only mere underlings like us can overcome, and in return for which she's doing us a tremendous favor back where we came from and taking out a whole bunch of enemies in one fell swoop. But in order for us to fulfill our end of the bargain, we have to go through these
8 rooms?
8 rooms that seem more like they're mini planes in and of themselves. So
Don't worry, we've already done 3.
yeah, and so you're probably not like any place real, so to speak. It's some kind of a manufactured challenge, for lack of a better.
That sounds great.
No, it sucks, but
Loads of fucking fun.
we've made it through 3 and we have a lot more to go, and I'm not really big on the idea of being, turned into a topaz statue, so what are we going to do?
There were statues in the hallway, right?
Yes, and they all have. You've noticed them in the alcoves along the hallway. They're all holding torches, and they all have smiling masks.
Guys, I have a really dumb question. So, Medusa turns things to stone, yes?
Yes.
I guess.
At whomever she looks at, right?
Sure.
Do you think if she looked at her own painting, she would turn to stone?
I don't think.
Cloud is just like very proud of herself and like pointing at the painting.
Hey, Noxy, random
You take
question.
that painting.
I'm not shoving it up my ass, Topaz.
No, I'm just saying, you could take it and go down the hall and show it to her and come back and tell us what happens.
You go first.
Noxy, quick
Mhm.
question.
She looks up at you.
Do you have a mirror?
She holds a finger up and like searches through her things. And then she looks up and shakes her head.
Hey,
Do
don't
thieves'
we
tools
have
not
a
contain a
mirror?
small mirror? Don't thieves' tools contain a small mirror?
Oh, do they?
Yeah,
Burglary
thieves' tools
kit.
aren't just a lockpick. Last I checked.
I think
Like-
thieves' tools.
Question: Are you guys
Yes,
standing out in the
you're
hall
right.
talking about this, or are you back in Gerald's room?
We're back in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. Thieves' tools do include a small mirror.
So everyone roll a perception check.
Ah, fuck.
Me too.
Everyone.
Okay.
Oh my god. Alright, well, since Cloud isn't gonna see shit, I'm gonna go get more rice. I'll be
So
right back.
as Noxie is talking about this, she hears, as does Cogsworth, footsteps coming down the hallway.
Oh no. Footsteps
I'm
coming
gonna
down the
pull
hall.
out the mirror.
I'm gonna go get
And
rice really quick.
Cloud asks that we don't die while she goes to get rice.
Noxie's just gonna immediately hide.
Roll stealth.
Cogsworth, you said there were footsteps?
Footsteps.
You guys get distracted by this and don't see where Noxie goes. Noxie's just not there anymore.
There are footsteps. Hide. Look like you're sick. Close your eyes. And Cogsworth goes stand in a corner, and he knows he can't hide, so he's just gonna stand still and hope she thinks he's a dummy or a statue.
I'm gonna be in a corner somewhere. I'm gonna be holding the mirror. I'm gonna be facing the wall, holding the mirror.
I'm gonna get back into bed and put on my mask and pretend to be tied down.
Okay.
I think I'll stand near the doorway, not wanting to hide.
Flatten up
Also-
on the inside of the doorway right next to it.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
Close
I'm moving
my
next
eyes.
to Topaz, and I have my eyes averted too.
Can I get a quick layout of the room?
I'll keep my eyes-
small room, but you guys all managed to barely squeeze in. It's starting to get a little hot and stuffy in there because of all the people. It basically
So is it basically
has
like that?
one bed
Like
against
shape-wise?
it has basically one bed against the wall. Across from it is with space to stand in front of it, is a painting. And there are a spot for somebody to stand on either side of the bed. So it's it's basically a one of those like uh 15 by 15 square foot room, something like that.
Okay.
I'm
So it's
going to,
literally
In terms of D&D,
it's ridiculously tight.
Yes.
going to look at the ground where someone would walk, not looking straight ahead.
So a figure appears in the door in the doorway, and just kind of stands there and starts looking you all over as you guys are all looking away or hiding.
Yeah.
And then a foot starts tapping on the ground with them not moving. I see we have new interns.
Do what?
Interns, dear interns.
Not an
Noxie,
intern.
did you work up?
Sorry, what did you say, Noxie?
Noxie gets up and walks up to the figure and holds up a sign. Nurse Noxie reporting.
Ah, perfect. A nurse. Just what I need. And then the figure in the mask tilts her head, looking down at the little goblin. Why, my dear, you appear to be mute.
She nods.
And she holds out a hand and moves it slowly towards your neck. Do you let her touch you?
Hmm.
Well,
So she asks.
Flinches at.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Sorry. She flinches at first, but yes.
So she starts just like feeling around, just like feeling the physicalness, like checking for your like potential of a voice
tonsils
box
and stuff.
or like scar tissue, basically anything to explain why you don't talk. Just from a physical examination, she's basically rolling a medicine check on you. And then she says, as she's doing this, she's like, "My dear, what exactly happened to you? Have you always been without a voice, or did something take it?"
She pulls out a sign from her bag. It says, "I was Kurt." And then another sign is taken.
Well, perhaps I'll be able to fix this. No,
I
I
offer
know
to-
I can fix this. I am one of the best doctors that ever lived. If I can't fix it, no one can, my dear.
Eyes go wide. She almost like very excited.
Cloud
I'm going
walks
to.
up. Well, Cloud walks up at this and she's like, "Does that mean like surgery?"
Well, it might involve surgery. I have several techniques I can pursue, but this is most exciting.
Well, do you have any consent forms that we can sign and read over?
I do, as a matter of fact, in my office.
I'll be wanting one of those.
Would you like to come with me? Are you Nurse Noxie's proxy?
I look down at Noxie and I telepathically say, "Am I?" What? What'd you say, Noxie?
Oh no! What did you say? Are you? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Am I? Would that
Sure.
mean we go together? Yes, I am.
All right, then both of you should come immediately to my office. We can sign some paperwork, and we can get this fixed for poor Noxie here.
What is my
Wait.
insight tell?
Oh, 18 insights. You see that she believes that she can do this, that she can fix you.
Okay.
While they're talking, I'll also step up a bit. I'm also no nurse, but I do have access to healing magic if given the time to rest.
And she nods. Then you can come along too to get the consent forms. And she leaves the room, leaving the rest of you guys to it, and starts heading down the hallway.
I'll follow.
Guys, we're not here for surgery. We're here to get to the next room.
This could be the way to get to the next room.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No!
Noxie, without a word, just follows the doctor.
And I'm gonna jog up behind Noxie.
We're going. And the party has been split.
Okay. If you guys are staying in that room, then I'm going to move the rest of these people to a different room.
Guys, what did we just do?
Okay. So the three of you follow her up the hallway towards an ornate-looking office with double wooden doors. Across from said office is another alcove with a much bigger statue standing in it. This one though this one is holding 2 torches.
Ma'am, these are lovely statues. Where did you get them?
Oh, a long time ago. I have made quite a bit healing the sick and expanding this hospital, and I've decided that it needs just the best. The best security, the best decorations, the best of everything. I deserve having the best in my hospital. My cure rate is impeccable. And she goes behind an ornate desk, sits down, and starts pulling out paperwork. She gestures towards 2 plush chairs that are sitting in front of it.
I'm gonna look at Noxie. Do we sit down?
I sit down. With my arms in my lap.
I'll stay standing.
I'll sit.
She pulls out the paperwork and hands it over towards Noxie and then glances in the direction of Cogsworth. You do not appear to need my services. You are not of organic make, and I only work on organics.
Oh, my apologies. I misunderstood. I was phoning in case you needed my assistance.
Well, that is okay. I'm just saying is in terms of medical assistance.
This is a nice chair. Is it okay if I sit here for a moment?
I will allow it. Thank you. It says it makes people feel comfortable when they need to come to the hospital.
I'm gonna look at the paper. Does it describe what the procedure is at all?
It basically says that you are putting your trust in the hands of the doctor, and you are aware that there is a 1% chance of death and a 10% chance of it not working is basically what it boils down to.
Noxie holds up a sign. How would you get my voice back from the witch?
I will give you construct a new voice. Magic has its place, yes, but there are other ways of dealing with things.
Noxie holds up a sign. But I want my voice.
Your voice. And she leans back. Well, that is still doable. Do you have a sample of how you sounded?
Yeah, she holds up the stone.
What do you make the stone say?
I'm Noxie.
Ah, excellent. And she holds her hand out for the stone. I might be able to use this.
She reluctantly hands it to her.
Thank you.
Hey, Grizz.
Yes?
I'm gonna be, just looking around the room, but to see if anything unusual catches my eye.
Roll an investigation check.
17.
You look around, and the things that catch your eye is one shelf over towards the side that seems to be filled with very strange-looking objects floating in some kind of liquid.
Pardon me, ma'am.
Yes?
What are those objects back there on the shelf?
The doctor looks up and glances over towards the shelf. Ah, those are just some unusual growths that I have extracted from patients.
May I take a closer look?
You may, but please do not touch them. They could break.
Absolutely. What kind of growths are these?
You see, let's see. Cloud, roll a nature check.
Oh no.
I apologize to interrupt, but he is not a tumor. That is all.
Some of them kind of remind you of starfish, and others make you think of some kind of, hairy meatball or something along those lines. And there's one odd one that kind of looks like a starfish, kind of looks like a hairy meatball, and also has teeth in it for some reason.
Cloud's just like staring at this one.
I get the feeling in real life you'd probably be able to run circles on me on these particular oddity descriptions. I'm just kind of spurting out things that I remember from various medical mystery shows I've watched.
Yeah, Cloud's just staring at the one with teeth. Why does this one have teeth?
Wait. I want to try to do a medicine check to see if I can know what it is.
Alright, medicine check.
Out
Should
of
have been
character.
15.
I think I know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you've heard of this, Cogsworth? It's kind of rare, and it's very odd. Nobody really knows what causes it, at least in,
Okay.
where in your travels. You don't know how it's caused, because science hasn't caught up to where you're at.
Is it a
But
partially absorbed twin?
it's a teratoma, or whatever,
Mhm.
however you pronounce that.
But
It's
is that what it
teratoma.
is?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Is that what a partially absorbed twin is called? Like the technical name, teratoma?
Mhm.
Yeah. If they're
Cool.
if they're not integrated into the rest of the body, yeah, it's because
They kind of like almost develop on their own, which can mean like hair and teeth and stuff.
yeah, and it's not, and it's in a Well, again, Cloud would know this better than me, so she's the one with the medical
Neat.
background. I just, as I said, I just know stuff I absorbed from watching medical shows.
Still, it's cool.
Yeah. So the doctor takes the stone and takes out her notepad and is writing things down, studying the stone, and looks over at Noxie and is nodding. So the consent form, dear.
Hmm.
Don't worry, Noxie. If anything happens, I'll be able to reverse it. As far as
Doctor.
death is concerned.
All right, she signs it.
That's all she needed? Doctor, I do have one last question for you.
Yes.
Say someone were to want to leave the hospital, where would they go to do so? Like, where's checkout? Like, discharge. Just so I can get my bearings.
I will discharge them once they are ready to leave. Most of the patients here, unfortunately, are not in a good position to leave. Many of the
And why is
patients in
that?
the hospital have leprosy and need to be kept in a safe environment away from other illnesses and other potential infections. Kept safe. While I work on methods of treatment for them.
I telepathically say to Noxie, "Oh, did you hear that? Leprosy."
I mean, given enough time and rest, if you need me to stay for a small time, I do have access to magic that might be able to cure it, unless it's magical in nature.
Perhaps I can get you and your friends to help with some of the patients while I am busy with this one, and she gestures towards Noxie.
I will say we are in a bit of a hurry. We do have prior engagements outside of this place, but I'll help where I can.
Would you need any assistance with Noxie?
No, I can handle this one. It's a fascinating case, but I already have some excellent ideas. There's a bit of a challenge dealing with the fact that she wants her original voice, but I can do it. And if not,
At least it's a sample to go off of.
yes. And with that, as you know, Noxie is going to be whisked away to surgery, and the other two are basically given the run of other rooms. I'm going to check in on the rest of the party. If Cloud and Cogsworth wish to come back there to join the rest of the party before going off to check rooms, you may join me up in roll 20.
I hate the all or nothing things. Save or
So, what would you guys like to do after your companions went off to somewhere else?
I think we're slipping out and following at a distance, but we wanted to go into one of the other rooms that they're not in and see what the deal is in the other rooms. If there's patients in them too.
Okay. You see them go down the hall. They get to a set of double doors, across from which is a rather much larger statue holding two torches. They head in and close the doors behind them.
Okay, so peeking in the door of the first room we come to, what's in there?
You see a person laying on the bed with a frowny mask on their face. They seem to be still and quiet, but their chest moves up and down slowly.
Does it appear that they're tied to the bed too?
Roll a perception check.
Sure.
This one does not appear to be tied to the bed.
Is there a painting of the doctor?
Yes. The room otherwise is exact duplicate of the one you just left, just with a different patient in the bed.
Go over and poke him in the chest. Hey.
Who are you?
I'm a figment of your imagination. What's wrong with you? Why are you in here?
The figure lifts up a hand, and you can see that they're missing two of the fingers on it. Wasting away.
Oh shit, I'm backing off. You have leprosy? What's wrong with you?
I think you answered your question. By the way, Topaz, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck me!
Oh.
Alright. But yes, saying, Doctor, need help. Their hand is lifted up in the air. You see that the missing finger area is bandaged, though.
You're wasting away from what?
Leprosy.
I'm backing out of the room. Let's not do that anymore.
I mean...
Oh, it's only leprosy.
Oh, only leprosy. Okay, go ahead. Go for it, Dredd. Go lay on some hands.
I can't. I used all my power on Vilone.
Oh, sorry, bud. Sucks to be you. Our paladin's fresh out. Let's go.
I mean, should we put him out of his misery?
We're going to be putting this entire place out of its misery before long, I have a feeling.
Well, I guess. Should we check the next room?
Yes, we'll look in it.
You see essentially the same thing as you saw in the previous room. A figure
All right.
laying in the bed. Quiet. Frowny mask.
Alright, I'm standing at the door and not pointy in first. I just kind of bounce a dart off him. Hey! From the door.
This one sounds more like a female.
What's wrong with you?
And they, as you lift up one hand, you get the feeling that they only have one arm left.
Okay, I'm marking that dart off. I don't want it back.
Wait, what if the point to get to the next room is to kill them? Because they're dying slowly and painfully, and it seems like the doctor's keeping them here. I don't trust her.
You guys go to murder very quickly.
They're dying and very sick, and I don't trust a Medusa to perform surgery, which will get us to the next room. That doesn't make sense.
But you're not wrong.
Can you
Not
check
wrong.
the
I
next
mean,
room over?
we
Because we're not
do
going to
murder a
heal
lot.
all these people. Can you cure leprosy? Can you bring their arm back?
No, but I'm pretty sure we should bring them to like a real doctor instead of.
There is no one here. This is a fake plane of existence.
I'm still not sure about that one, but I'll believe you.
Let's just follow Noxie and the thing and see what they're doing.
It's at this point Cloud and Cogsworth emerged from the double doors.
What?
Oh.
I was staying with Noxie.
Oh, you were? I'm sorry. I thought you said...
I'm staying close enough to Noxie so that if the thing happens, I can do the thing.
Okay.
And I
what you
was
said.
And I was gonna try and still go in with Noxie.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I'm sorry. I misunderstood. I thought you guys said you were going to go out and do something else while that was happening. Never mind.
You're good.
Sorry about that. I misunderstood what they told me.
I think a consensus is we're just going to go follow them at a distance.
Yeah, sounds fair.
Which we saw them go behind the double doors, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Are there windows in the doors?
No.
Move it carefully aside and slip through.
All right. Sleight of hand.
Yeah. I punch it.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know with what.
What?
So, most of you guys had just left the office by the back way, but one of you, let's see, Cogsworth, I believe, is bringing up the rear. Just as you hear the double doors back out of the office towards the corridor squeak open.
What's going on?
There's another set of there's another door in the back of the office that you guys were just about to leave out of.
Oh, okay.
And the front door to the office, the double doors, just squeaked open.
Hello?
What's in there?
It appears to be a rather plush office. You see Cogsworth standing near the back of the room by what looks like another door. You see a desk. You see 2 plush chairs. You see shelves of books and other knickknacks.
Just Cogsworth? He's the only one in there?
He's at the door he's at the door in the back.
Point. They back there, past you?
That's where Noxie went, correct?
Yes, that's where Noxie and Cloud went off to.
So I didn't go with them?
You did. You just stopped moving when you heard the door behind you open.
Okay. Noxie and Cloud are through there with the doctor.
What are they doing?
Seeing if there's a way to physically get Noxie's voice back. And I'm here in case anything on that waiver form happens.
Okay, well, I mean, we stopped in a few of the rooms on the way down here. One person had leprosy. Another person was missing a limb. We didn't look at too many more after that.
Yep. She mentioned that they have
down
leprosy. But given the time to rest, I can remove leprosy.
See, I'm not real big on that whole resting where there's a Medusa walking around thing. Just call it
a completely.
Case of nerves, I just... So...
What are the odds that a Medusa would cause a chink in your stony composure?
Okay, are we going to actually deal with this, or are we going to sit around and take jabs at each other? Because I can do either.
Oh, I just said that to get a chuckle out of myself.
Good, Chuck. Glad you did. Now, are we going to deal with this Medusa? Because I have a feeling we're going to have to if we want to get out of here. Unless somebody else has a better idea.
How are we going to deal with her?
Kill her, like we normally deal with things.
If you want to try, I understand. But from what it sounds like, we're also not stuck here.
Why? Did she offer a way out?
Cloud asked if there was a checkout for patients, and she said, oh, she just checks them out as soon as they're ready. The issue is that a lot of them have leprosy, so they can't leave. But if we don't have leprosy, we're free to leave.
Have you asked if anyone was ever ready to leave?
I didn't feel the need.
I feel like that's a pretty important question now that you bring it up, actually. Are they actually allowed to leave?
Yeah,
you
because you can
guys aren't
say
patients.
I can say you can leave when you're ready to leave, but if I never think you're ready to leave, you're never gonna leave, right?
Yeah, but she did also use the keyword of patients, and you guys aren't patients. Neither am I.
I mean, did she say that, or did you
Yes.
infer? Okay.
No, she said patient.
Yeah, but did she say we weren't patients? I mean,
No,
she
she
said
said
you
that-
guys were
When
patients.
Cloud asks where checkout is, she says that she checks them out and discharges the patients when they are ready.
And Noxie's a patient now, yeah?
Technically, yes. She signed the
Right.
paper.
So unless she can fix her voice, she's just going to be a patient, period?
No. She just said
How
if
do
she
you
can't
figure
fix her voice, no one can.
Right,
Which
but
means
we're not
she's
allowed
aware
to
of the
check out-
possibility of failure.
Yeah, but that
the
doesn't
point
mean.
is,
Yeah.
we said, okay, I just want to be clear. The Medusa said patients are free to leave when they're ready. If she can't fix Noxie's voice, then Noxie isn't ready, right?
Not necessarily.
I feel like that's probably the case.
Possibly, but Noxie is the one that signed it. Which we should probably go follow her. And I will go walk through the door.
Alright. Are any of the rest of you going to be following after Cogsworth?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will follow because I'm worried about the sweet little lady that let me out while they were bickering. Yeah.
Topaz,
That'll be
roll
nice.
investigation. And you look around, it's like there's no curtains, there's no windows, actually. There seems to be some kind of... You haven't seen a window since you got into this place, actually, now that you think about it. So, at the, there's a bit of a corridor going from this room to the next. But when you get to the next one, the doctor holds up a hand, comes over to the door and says, I can't let you all in at once. Too many people in over this room significantly increases the risk for your friend.
I will wait outside. I'm fine.
How many people are allowed in the room?
I am making a concession for this one, and she gestures at Cloud.
Am I able to view the procedure from out here?
There is actually a window viewing into this room, but she's basically trying to get you to stay at the door, so as to not to crowd her inside the room.
I have no problem with that. All I ask is that I be allowed to be available in case something goes wrong. I do have magical ways to make sure that she doesn't come to harm.
Yes, as you said.
Thank you.
Now, do you plan to interfere? And she looks she turns her head towards the rest of you. Or can I get on with the surgery? With the procedure, sorry, she says procedure.
I mean, if she wants it, I'm not gonna stop her. I mean, you are a doctor, right?
Yes. I am the
For this
very
trip,
best.
for the sake of transparency, the others are concerned for when we'll be able to leave. As like I said, we do have prior engagements, very pressing ones.
And you're
But
waiting for your
obviously,
friend, I understand. But with your healing ability after surgery, she should be ready to go very quickly.
all right.
Now, if you would just all go and wait outside for a while, I will get this done. And she shuts the door with her and Cloud inside the room. And Noxie, of course.
Ah, fuck. Here we go.
Alright. Noxie, you're led over to a basically a surgical table. It's actually not that bad. It's a little cushion, but it seems to be. It's not porous cushion. It's kind of like a very strange material that seems to be both mildly frictionless, like something that would blood could easily be cleaned off of, but at the same time that won't cause pressure points. So it's a rather strange and fantastical material.
Does it look sterile? Like, does it look clean?
Yes. And in fact, she pulls out some sort of little crystally thingy and just kind of waves it over the table, and it seems to... It just glows red for a moment, both the table and the crystal, and she sets it aside. There, all should be ready. Anything you wish to write before we begin? And she goes over to a sink basin and another one of those red stones. It flashes red and with all the water that's in it, and she cleans off her hands.
I telepathically say to Noxie, I won't let you die.
Okay. And she just kind of shakes her head no at the question, do you want to write anything before?
Okay. So, basically what's going to happen is complexity, and we can skip over all of that. What it boils down to, Noxie, you get to roll me a 1d100.
Oh.
You can do it.
Alright. Hold on, we'll go to the other group for a second.
He said low.
Okay. Basically, you guys will have time for a long rest while you're waiting for all of this.
Oh, God.
Okay.
A long rest.
It's a surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound great for Noxie. It's kind of concerning.
I mean,
An 8-hour surgery's not that bad.
I mean, it's kind of long for us not knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
There's a window.
We're down at the door, aren't we? She didn't lead us to a window?
The window, there's a window in the door.
Okay.
She was just not letting us through the door so as not to crowd the procedure.
Yeah.
Do we
At least
see
that's
anything
what Grizz made it sound like.
Can I see anything sketch through the window?
Do you roll a medicine check?
I don't think I have medicine. Did I click it? Maybe not.
Nothing showing up.
Oh, there it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, you have absolutely no idea what she's doing. As far as you can tell, she's ripping out Noxie's throat and doing something to it.
Are you sure
May I?
she's okay? That seems very bad.
Is that better?
Cogsworth, you're watching some very delicate surgery going on here, but it also seems to be blending in magic. Roll an Arcana check to verify.
I'm not great at Arcana. Damn it.
You have no idea what kind of magic, but some kind of magic's being employed. And possibly something to do with that stone that she was given.
So, I'm not sure exactly, but Noxie did show her the doctor the stone with her voice. So what I can guess without any certainty is that the doctor's doing what she can to basically rip the voice out of the stone and place it back into Nox.
Then
I can't say I've heard of it being necessarily being done before, but it's definitely a good idea.
maybe. Didn't sound quite right to me, but guess what? If she thinks it would work.
The doctor claims she could give her a voice, whether that's something similar to the stone, where it's some sort of magic or enchantment. She didn't say, but that's the best I can infer. I cast magic. I'm not so much one that studies it.
Yeah, I'm the same.
She seems to be rather cryptic with her words. I don't know if I like that.
Out of character, I don't know if I would know this in character, but it could also just be because she's a doctor. Doctors aren't always specific with what they're going to tell you because they can freak you out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she's not freaking us out. Uh-huh. Oh boy.
Well, we're also just paranoid.
When we're dealing with a Medusa, I definitely am, yes.
To be fair, you are in like a cube of doom or something.
We are not in a cube of doom. Noxie put us in a cube of doom.
Yeah. Like, I mean, could have probably been way worse.
Alright. As I said, you guys all get a long rest. I'm gonna go check in on the other two real quick.
Again?
Cloud and Noxie.
Yeah.
You get a long rest during all of this.
Oh, cool.
Oh, great. Did
Get
I
all
hear
the
that right?
spells
It took 8 hours?
Yes. So at some
Holy
point you probably
shit.
fell asleep against a wall or something like that. Eventually the doctor cleans off her hands again and moves over to Noxie and does something with one of those little crystals, this one a blue one, kind of waves it over to you, and your eyes open. You've been asleep for 8 hours, Noxie, as far as you can tell. There's a low pain in your throat, but other than that, you seem to be fine.
I look at the doctor.
And she looks down at you with her smiling mask.
Can she try to talk now?
I attempt
Carefully,
to speak.
Attempt to use your voice.
Yep,
You
I
can
attempt
feel,
to.
You can feel vocal cords vibrating. What would you like to say, Noxie?
Oh, hello?
And roll me a 1d20.
Oh, fuck.
You're fine.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm fine? Okay. Oh, geez, okay.
How do you feel?
It's my throat's a bit sore.
Another 1d20.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm starting to see this now.
Sorry.
Are you?
You seem to be fine.
Okay.
Nothing bad has happened yet.
Okay. Alright. Maybe we should just try to keep it on odd numbers.
It's wow, I can't believe I could speak.
And again.
Out of character. Stop talking!
I can't. There's no reason why Noxie would not talk here.
Wow, it actually worked.
Okay, am I fine?
You're currently fine.
Okay.
Would you like to know what's happened to you? Or do you want to keep that a surprise? Would you like me to kick Cloud out of the room?
Yeah, sure.
No!
Okay. So, you unfortunately rolled low enough on your 1d100 that a new curse has taken root in you.
Oh, great.
This one, every time you speak, basically anytime you make a complete sentence, you need to roll a 1d20. If you roll a 1, you have to roll a 1d100 and find out what kind of magical effect erupts from you.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Basically,
Great.
you accidentally cast wild magic if you speak too much. So you're still
love
technically cursed, but it's a new curse.
Okay.
You
All
can
right.
speak, but it comes with consequences. But you can
Okay,
also
so
potentially use that to your advantage.
yeah, okay. Out of character, Noxie's not gonna know about this, so she's gonna fucking talk as
Yes.
much as she can.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Just remember, after each sentence, roll a 1d20.
All right, I'll be doing that. Oh my god. All right. Yeah. All right, I'm good.
All right.
I'll just take note of that on my sheet.
Hope you like it.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right. So after
Noxie, you jerk!
a nice long rest, the doctor opens up the room and ushers Noxie and Cloud out. And she's clapping
Out of
her hands
character.
together.
So
Cloud-
really
Cloud
good.
was
This is so
smiling.
much. This is so much better if nobody knows what this is.
Yes.
So. Okay.
How did it go?
Noxie,
I asked.
Noxie kind of takes off the pieces off her mouth and kind of waves and says, "Hey, hi everyone."
Noxie.
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah, I can.
The doctor heads
can
back down towards her office.
So
So you're
now-
not cursed anymore?
I guess not.
Good.
Stop rolling! Please!
Oh no.
Noxie kind
there's
of looks
Topaz.
around. Where's Topaz?
Probably,
Down that way.
probably off doing Topaz. Probably off doing Topaz things.
Ooh, interesting.
Uh-oh.
The patient in the bed with Topaz, by the way, is just whimpering softly, but isn't otherwise reacting to what Topaz is doing.
Oh, she leans back into the room and goes, "Thank you so much, Doctor."
That is my pleasure. A job well done. Now,
Was that a different accent?
where is everybody?
No.
And I will provide you with your discharge papers. Unless, of course, you wish to stay longer to make sure that everything is healed up properly.
I'm good.
No, I think we want to leave. We have things to do.
I like nudge Cogsworth. Hey,
Yes?
can you I don't know, do one of your medicine woo-woo-y things on her and make sure she's actually okay?
Medicine woo-woo-y things.
Is that not?
No,
Is that?
Topaz, the patient is just whimpering in the bed. Sadly, the doesn't seem to have any effect on from the patient to the
Okay.
patient.
All
No,
right.
no, you're probably right. She's fine, right?
I'll
No,
look
no.
in.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'll look into the operation room and see if it's empty now.
It is indeed empty. There is a table that has been cleaned off. There is a nice wash basin, which also seems to be cleaned. There is various rack of instruments.
Noxie, do you still feel okay?
Yeah, I just have a bit of a sore throat. That's all.
Go figure.
You're fine though, right?
Yeah, I feel great.
Can I look her over and make sure?
Medicine check. The doctor pulls out the paperwork and sets it on the desk. Wasn't there more of you before?
How do you mean?
There was a sea elf, if I'm not mistaken. Where did she go off to?
I don't know. She didn't tell me her name, so I wouldn't know.
She has attitude problems. I'm sure she took a walk. I'll
Yeah,
find
Well,
her.
best
Make
call
sure she's
her
not getting
here
into
so you
trouble.
can all be discharged at once. No
That's-
reason to keep well people in my hospital when there are beds needed for the sick.
Mhm.
And thank you for assisting our friend.
As I said, it is what I do.
Nox is gonna pull out like 40 gold. And hand it to the doctor.
Ah, thank you. This will buy much medicine for the patients who need it most.
Yeah, she nods, and she also flips a platinum in there. I really can't put a price on what you've done. Thank you so much.
I'm waiting for that one.
Okay, well, it's not what I thought it was.
I think I have an inkling, but Chris, come on.
I'm waiting for it to break.
Anyhow.
Topaz, give me. Actually, never mind. You can do. That's something that's easy enough to do. You don't need to make a roll for it. Has
I'd
anyone
still
gone
go
looking
more.
for Topaz?
Cogsworth did.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say,
You
I go looking for
you
her.
eventually find a Topaz wearing a linen blindfold.
I'm not
What
wearing
you
it
doing?
yet, but I have
Okay.
it.
What
Fold
you
it
doing,
into the
Topaz?
blindfold then.
Getting ready for the inevitable fight.
We're about to go get Noxie discharged.
Right. Noxie discharge, sure.
She can
Convenient
talk.
way to get you all in one room so that everyone who's not sick can be turned to stone at once.
So you don't want to hear Noxie talk. It worked.
Is that a concern of mine, one way or the other?
I would have thought you'd care more for your friends.
I do care for Noxie. Whether she talks or not, it's irrelevant. She got along just fine without a voice. She'll get along just fine with one.
I'm gonna go spend time with our companions and get on to the next level. If you want to join us, feel free.
Oh, I won't be far behind.
Is Cogsworth back with us now?
I would have headed back towards the office. Grizz?
I'm here. I was just waiting for you all.
Cogsworth, did you find her?
Yeah.
Topaz, roll stealth. Please.
Oh,
Yeah,
where?
Cogsworth, what's your passive perception?
14!
So you definitely know that Topaz is following you.
Would I... Is that high enough to notice that she's attempting to remain hidden?
Yes.
She'll be coming.
Hmm.
That's all I'll say for now.
What'd she get into this time?
The linen closet.
Alright. Hopefully the clean linen closet.
Agreed.
So the doctor holds out the discharge papers to Noxie to sign.
She signs them.
And there you go. You're on your way now.
Can I get mine?
Ah, very well. She pulls out another set of papers and hands them over to Gerald.
Can I read them first?
It basically says that you acknowledge that the hospital bears no responsibility for anything that might happen to you outside the hospital, now that you're leaving the hospital.
Fair enough.
It's your typical AMA.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna lie. This hospital setting is bringing back some very unpleasant IRL memories.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Claire.
It's fine. It's fine. Like as you were just going over what it said, I could imagine it like line for line.
Okay, so those two have been signed, and the door flickers. One side is still open to the corridor, and the other side, for some reason, is as if there's two different doors there now. And the other side now just has a white light standing there in the same exact line. It's as if, if double doors were closed, and you opened one side, it would be out into the corridor, and you opened the other side, and it was the white light, and it's just there like that.
It's almost like a literal wall of light.
Yes, and it's in just one half of the doorway because it's in one of the behind one of the doors.
Well, guys, I never thought I'd say this, but should we go towards the light?
I don't see another exit.
I don't either.
Well, let's go.
All right. So, Noxie, you get to roll me the 1d... let's see. 1d3, please. Oh, cool.
Wait, stop before we walk through the door. Is Topaz with us?
She can see the white light as well.
Where's the doctor?
She is in the room behind her desk as everyone else is vanishing into the light.
DBD, Topaz.
What?
Don't be dumb.
I don't know. I'm still waiting to see if everyone goes through or not.
I've gone through.
I've gone through.
I'm waiting for Topaz.
DPD.
I will try to slip past and through the light, grabbing Volan's hand.
Aw. Alright. So, the scene changes. You're no longer in a hospital. You're now in a rather noisy and musical club of some kind. There are many tables and chairs, but unlike the casino, there's no slot machines, no gambling, no nothing. There's just drinks. There's a large bar with some faceless servers behind it, and there is also still a stage, but instead of a comedian telling jokes or two people fighting each other, there is a woman whose lower half is a serpent with 4 arms doing a fan dance.
A Lamaya.
In each of her 4 hands, she holds a full feathered fan, and she is strategically swinging them up and down and around, covering herself at all times, but dancing suggestively. Around are various winged humanoids. They look very much like humans, men and women, but they have they have red wings and long tails. But they don't exactly strike you as tieflings.
You don't look like
Sorry, go ahead.
Azamard at all, do they?
No.
Are they harpies?
Roll Arcana checks, folks.
Guys, do you see those fans?
Oh. Do not.
Do you see the feathers?
Do not.
They're so pretty.
Cloud.
Ah.
When you think of those feathers, I need you to think of something else.
Like
Lifts
what?
up my bag of holding. This, full of water and ice, and you in it.
So, Topaz and Noxie, you kind of recognize these figures as succubi and incubi.
Oh, uh-huh. This is the challenge of lust. Got it.
What the fuck are you talking about, Topaz?
Noxie just takes a step away from Volan Topaz.
I'm gonna go get it.
Oh, it's gonna be the same. Just like, what does she mean?
Yeah,
No, seriously, what's she mean?
I don't
Can I
know.
find somewhere private first?
Please.
No, you dolts. Succubus, incubus, and the thing on the stage.
Where's
Get
a
it?
where's a succubus? Where's an incubus?
They're all around you.
Well, it's,
They're acting as,
yeah,
as servers. The bartenders might be faceless, but the servers seem to be succubi and incubi.
that didn't really make the roll, so. Huh.
Yeah, they're weird fiend creatures. I don't know much about them, but I recognize them.
Huh.
I don't know what they are, though. What does lust have to do with it?
Oh,
I don't think these challenges are based off of the sins. But I'm definitely concerned about what this will entail.
do you think they have any extra feather fans lying around? Sorry, ice and water, ice and water.
Do we see any imps around or anything that might look like a particular patron's familiar?
You do actually see an imp sit. You'd seen 2 imps before at the casino. This time you see 1 imp basically sitting on a table watching the stance.
The only one that made it this far? That wanted to stick around?
Are you talking to the imp?
Yep.
The imp kind of looks up. Hi. More people. What brings you down here?
Doing your job.
Someone offered to keep us alive and take care of some enemies, and at that expense, we're here.
Doing your job.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can go ahead and do my job if you like.
How do we get out of here?
Why should I tell you?
We'll leave you to drool over the feathers in peace.
Roll persuasion check.
Oh, because Cloud's so fucking good at those.
And the imp just kind of waves a hand in the air and then waves the other hand towards the servers, going, "Hey, can I get another drink over here? I'm run dry."
I'm gonna just walk over to Topaz real quick. Hey, Topaz.
Hey.
Hey,
Cloud.
I'm gonna need you to do something. You see that imp over there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would be more than likely, the familiar that made it this far but decided not to come back. And chances are, they know how to get out of the room. I'm gonna need you to go,
While they conspire, I want to walk up and whisper something into the imp's ear.
I'm gonna need
What
you
do
to
you
go
whisper?
persuade him.
Can we jump over into the other channel real quick?
Alrighty.
Looks like Cloud beat us to it.
What do you say to the imp?
So, fair warning, my friends are a bit of the violent type, but I got a little extra gold on me. How about this? If you know how to exit this place, and you're willing to tell it to us, I'll see if I can get that woman to spend an hour drinking with you without the fans.
Roll either a persuasion or intimidation.
I don't see myself as intimidating, so I'll roll persuasion. It's a normal. Damn it.
The imp just kind of laughs a bit. It's like, I really don't need money here, or, I really don't need her company. I mean, she could rip me apart really easily. I mean, you know what that is, right? And he just gestures towards the snake-like dancer on stage.
Reminds me vaguely of either Lamaya or Yuanti, but not sure.
The imp is just laughing hysterically. I'm gonna switch over to the other thing because everyone can hear this.
Gonna wait for Grizz
Well,
on
that
this.
lasted longer
Oh
than
my
I thought it
God.
would.
So you guys basically saw Cogsworth walk over to the imp, whisper something towards it, and the imp just start laughing hysterically. Now what did
yeah,
Noxie
Grizz.
say?
Grizz, I rolled a 1.
I saw. What did Noxie say? I want to know what Noxie said for the 1.
I think she said, as long as you keep it tasteful, in
God.
response to them.
Well, roll a 1d100.
Oh no!
I was waiting for it.
You don't
Does it
actually,
randomize the space? The
you
freaking.
you don't actually know what happened. You just kind of feel you just feel very tingly for some reason and slow. You don't know anything more than that.
God.
Alright,
Like
yeah.
maybe you're just overdoing it. Maybe you're
Instead
tired
of-
from surgery.
Instead of wild magic, wild mouth. Okay.
Wild Blamick.
Uh-huh. I'm just thinking at the bar. Chilling.
So there's a bartender that is completely without a face, just standing there.
Nox is gonna look around for anybody in charge. That looks like they're in charge, at least.
Also, did the imp ever tell me what that was, or did he get cut off?
No, the imp just laughed hysterically.
Well, it sounded like you were in the middle of saying
Nope.
what it was.
Nope, the limp
Okay.
was just laughing hysterically, and I was telling this to the rest of the party.
Topaz, Volan, go get ready for your sexy dance.
Oh, we're dancing because I can't dance.
I don't
If
think
you're
she
referring
means
to
that
something
kind of
else.
dance.
Go get
No
some
worries,
feathers.
dear. All you really have to do is jiggle.
Oh.
So,
Oh,
if you're looking for whoever's in charge, roll an investigation.
Cloud looks at Topaz like she gonna kill you in your sleep.
So,
Is Cogsworth done with the imp?
yes, he is. And Noxie, you're gonna have to ask somebody about this. So, roll another d20.
Oh no!
All right. So
Okay.
you ask around a little bit, just like ask one question about who's in charge, and you're gestured at the person on stage.
Oh. Alright, well, when that person's done, you guys can ask her if you want to be on stage.
Well, oh, the person dancing?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, do we have to be on stage? Because we'll ask her. You're right, Noxie. Let's just ask her what we have to do when she gets off.
I walk over to Cogsworth. Hey,
Do you want me to cast blindness deafness on you when it starts?
Yep. Be so kind,
I'll think about it.
asshole. Hey, it's better than what I thought I was going to get. I thought I was going to get, hey, if I have to suffer through this, you have to suffer too.
Were you surprised that I knew exactly what you were gonna say?
Topaz, I believe you said something about going over to the imp.
Oh, well, Cogsworth already went over there, and now we've been
Okay.
told it's a different person in charge, so I don't see any reason to.
Okay, I was just double checking. So after a little bit, everyone starts clapping, and the dancer on stage does a bow, but she still keeps the feathers artistically poised. She slithers off the stage, and after a minute, as several of the succubi and incubi scramble onto the stage and start doing a coordinated dance, comes back out, now fully dressed and without the fans. And
Cloud's face falls like, man, I wanted one of those fans.
she starts slithering around,
Ice water.
talking to people, and finally makes her way over towards the group with of you guys. She looks
Nice
down
dance.
at you. Ah, thank you, darling. So, what brings you here? I think you're brand new faces.
I need one of those fans.
Ah, you liked my fans. And she grins at
With the feathers.
Tabaxi. Are you looking to play with it, or do you wish to try to dance with it?
She's a child at heart. She wants to play with the fan.
Oh, that is
If-
so sweet.
Can I have one?
Roll a persuasion.
Damn.
Sorry, darling. That's what I need for my business.
If I dance, can I keep one?
Roll another persuasion.
Oh, fuck.
Nat 20, nat 20.
No, unfortunately, they are mine. You must find your own way of dancing, darling.
Are they at least soft?
They are quite soft.
Okay.
You make a point that I want to bring up. Dancing, is that the way to get out of this place? Not that it's not wonderful and your dancing was perfect, but how do we leave here?
Oh, yes. You can come dance on stage and put on a show if that's what you wish. Or you can always enjoy the pleasures of my club. There are plenty around here who would be very interested in taking you into the back.
Oh, so we go to the back and we perform and we're able to leave?
Could technically, I don't know, let's say 2 people in this group are together, could they go in the back and perform and then we could leave?
Oh, not in the back. No. I said each of you who wishes to go into the back and then leave, if that is the case.
So all we have to do is go to the back and then we can leave.
What happens in the back?
Right. What are we doing in the back exactly?
Oh, lots of wonderful things, and she gestures off towards the succubi and incubi, especially the ones that are on stage.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Do we have to partake in services to be able to leave, or is it simply that most that come through don't want to leave?
I'm just making you an offer.
But if one of us or 2 of us get up there and dance, then we can all leave?
You can dance your way out of here, yes.
No. Listen, if 1 or 2 from this group go up on stage and dance, everybody in this group can leave.
It would have to be a spectacular dance to have all of you leave from only 2 of you performing.
Okay, and to be clear, this is an actual dance, not like a performance in the back room.
An actual dance to entertain and get customers interested.
Okay.
Are you a shy performer, darling?
Not when she gets started.
Cloud is just like slowly sinking like into her hood. Like, oh god. It's getting worse.
She had a nightmare like this in high school.
Noxie makes a break for it. She starts running towards the back.
Noxie, no!
Once that levee breaks, it's on.
Oh my Noxie at this point, she's like, bye!
She got her voice and now, ooh.
guys, Bowling puts the burly in burlesque.
I'm trying to escape.
I'm trying to get away from whatever the fuck's happening right now.
Look, Gerald has been preparing. He's getting really drunk right now. And from there on, we will see.
Gerald, meanwhile, Noxie, you run towards the back where you see a door near the stage, and you see that there are two more, another succubi and incubi who are standing there. They smile at you as you come running.
Exit where?
Looking for our services?
No, I just want to leave.
Well, there are only the 2 vain ways, and the succubus reaches out to stroke your chin.
I jump back.
And Cloud had followed you, so Cloud's like, and what kind of services do you provide? Is it like the customer decides?
All sorts of wonderful services.
So like maybe just sit and talk and do nothing else? Would that be a service?
The succubus seems to think about this for a moment. Is that really all you wish to do?
Yes.
Sit and talk?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I can talk. I'm in hell. I died.
Oh, this isn't hell. Sorry about it.
What the hell is that? Oh my god. What the ever-loving hell is that? We're dealing with succubi, not gibbering mouthers.
Yes, Gerald, you are drunk.
What if,
Yes!
what if we play a game of chess?
Goal accomplished.
Checkers.
Roll persuasion check.
Because Cloud's so good at that.
I'm pulling Volan up on the stage.
No, Topaz, I can't dance.
Oh god.
Oh, I'll make you dance.
Succubi and Incubi retreat. Several more of them join Cloud and Noxie, and there's like 2 on each of you now.
Oh, I am disengaging. I'm out of here.
Disengage.
Noxie, you can't leave me.
So there's now 4 around Cloud, and says, yes, we should go play games in the back.
No,
Noxie,
no.
Noxie looks at you, Cloud, and gives you a thumbs up and goes, "I'll make sure to give you a proper burial," and then runs away.
Just out of curiosity, which ones are surrounding Cloud?
2 Succubi and 2 Incubi. Now by the back of the stage. Now that the stage has been cleared off for Topaz and Volan.
Oh no.
Topaz.
You know, what if,
If are the both of them hesitating?
so, come here often?
So, Topaz, let's see. I would usually say performance check, but would you rather do would you rather do performance, or would you rather do a dexterity check?
Topaz!
As in acrobatics.
Oh, I'll do acrobatics.
Because in this sort of since this is your style, acrobatics does make sense for it.
Bless. Go. You are blessed by the gods.
Does Bless
I don't
work
know
for
how
that?
I mean, it gives extra D4
Only
on.
for attack throw or saving throw wouldn't actually help.
I mean, hey,
Okay, wait.
they've actually made attack rules in bed, so
You're
Boom.
looking for,
We
Guidance.
You're looking to do guidance. So you reach over, you touch Volan or Topaz.
Fuck it, I'll touch them both. Twin spell, let's go.
wait, what do you do for a cantrip to twin it?
Twin spell
you
a
spell-
concentration ability?
As long the only prerequisite on twin spell is that it is a spell that targets one creature.
Okay. I will accept that. Let's see. So, which check are you
Rolled
doing
a-
for them?
Why did that roll that?
They
Well,
get, they just get to add it to a ability check. I don't need to prescribe it. I mean, if they fail, I will step in. Saying.
So yeah, Topaz, you nearly slip and fall around Volan.
it's already getting slippery.
What do you
Can I try to do a strength kind of thing? Like, can I lift her up and twirl her around and shit?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
Athletics.
All right.
Like a
Yes, sir.
pizza dough?
It starts turning into a wrestling match.
Oh,
You lift her up, but then Topaz, who was jerking weirdly, sends both of you
Wait, who was
crashing
doing what?
down to the stage.
Topaz
pile
was
of
doing
bodies.
what? Slow fuck, God. Do I still have these 4 incubi and
Yes.
succubi around?
And they're trying to escort you into the back.
No.
Hey, the good news is it might be slippery, but that's okay.
Oh my god.
Captain? Help me!
I tried to save it. I tried to save the movement. There we go. She meant to do that. I made it look like it was on purpose.
Noxie yells, "I believe in you!"
So
You
the people
hear-
that looked like they were about to come escort you off the stage are now stopped and are sitting back now and are starting to clap a bit and order drinks.
Cloud yells back at Noxie, "I'm gonna kill you!"
So how do you wish to get out of the 4-person escort there, Cloud?
Can I like duck under them?
No, they're not that big. They're about your size.
How close am I to the back room?
You're right at the door.
I'm gonna bite him. I'm gonna bite one of them.
All right, make an attack.
They're probably into that.
Fuck, you're probably right. That's okay though. What is
This is really turning into.
what is for attack? Is it just strength?
Yep.
Oh fuck.
You practically gum and lick the one person's arm.
Hi. I don't want to play games. I don't want to go in the back. No, thank you.
Does
I
anyone
tell you-
wish to help Cloud?
In
I'll
this,
tell you who really wants to go. The fucking goblin over there.
in this episode, we teach Succubi and Inkify the importance
You know
of
what?
consent.
You know what? I'm gonna
I'm-
make a perception check to see if I see this. I mean, it's full succubi
Your
and a
attention
cat.
is fully captivated by the 2 women on stage.
Yeah, no, yeah, probably.
And their highly erotic dance.
So, seeing as there's no way I'm getting out of this right now, I'm gonna go ahead and use my feline agility
Just bolt out of there.
just to get the fuck away. Cloud is like, nope.
So you're
Fuck
climbing
this
up the
shit,
drape.
I'm out.
Cloud is using her feline agility and her climbing speed if she has to get the fuck away.
All right, so you're now basically clinging to the ceiling. As
20
the
speed.
hits it.
20-foot climbing speed and feline doubles your movement.
Dread, I need to know, what are you doing during all this?
Probably watching on the stage.
Horror stricken.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember, kids,
Cloud's
consent
gonna
is important.
Cloud's gonna like start crawling across the ceiling.
Dun 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 dun. Da-da-da.
And see if I can make it over to Noxie, and I'll just look down at her.
I was actually more thinking of the Grudge or something.
She's
like
just
that.
paying attention to Topaz and Volan's
Pointedly
show.
ignoring
It
Cloud.
just took a turn apparently.
Noxie is looking distracted.
Oh my god!
Shit's going down on the dance floor.
So how tall is the ceiling?
I would say 20 feet.
So would I be able to jump down from the ceiling?
I don't see why not.
Great, I'm gonna jump behind Noxie. No?
Roll an acrobatics check.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, roll a 1d6.
Oh no.
Oh, was it more than 10 feet?
Yeah, it's 20 feet.
Okay.
1d6 won't kill you.
So you managed to take only 2 points of damage when you land. It is rather high, so there's a bit of a shockwave going through your ankles.
And I like lean down to Noxie. You're an asshole.
Does my light crossbow of warning go off?
Yes.
I just turn around and go, "Oh, you escaped. That's good for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you.
I like to see you try. I'm the strongest member here."
Fear my strength.
So Cloud just like pats her head. Okay, Furia the Small.
What? I'm not small. I'm just. You guys are just big.
Noxie.
Oh,
no.
Wendy,
You guys are just big, is what triggered that one.
Oh no.
Oh god! Oh god! So as she said, as Lexi says this, that you're just big. All of a sudden, she transforms into a sheep.
No.
So Cloud is just like, is the sheep? Can I pick it up?
No, it's sheep-sized.
Okay. So
It's not a Noxy-sized sheep. It's a sheep-sized sheep.
I'm just like walking. Come on, Noxy.
So Cogsworth, Dread, Bolin, Topaz, Gerald, all roll perception checks.
Bad move, Noxy.
Yeah, Gerald.
There is no way.
Topaz and Volin, from your place on the stage, you saw Noxy transform into a sheep. Cogsworth, you saw it out of the corner of your eye. Dread and Gerald, you don't even notice there's a sheep in the room.
I'm sorry.
And you can see Cloud just like gesturing angrily to the sheep.
I'm slowly concerned about what's transpiring on the stage at the moment.
Oh no.
Noxy, you're a sheep.
Noxy just kind of looks down at herself. That?
Oh God. So I try to telepathically communicate. Noxy, are you a sheep in the brain?
No. What? Why did I turn into a sheep?
I don't know. Just don't say you guys are big anymore, okay?
I guess so.
How long do you stay like this? What do we do with a sheep?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm scared.
Are you hungry? What do you eat? Do we need to take you on walks?
No. I don't know. I'm just a sheep. I don't know what to do.
Are there pellets behind her? Little sheep-sized
That's
pellets.
really up to Noxy.
No.
Okay, so it's nothing I did, right? If you get scared, do you turn into a sheep now?
No, I didn't get scared while talking to you. I just got a little angry.
Don't get angry. That's a really bad defense mechanism. What's a sheep gonna do?
I
Oh,
don't
by the
know.
way, Noxy, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
So after after about 1 minute of this, your form just subtly shifts back to yourself.
She looks at her hands. She goes, "Am I a druid now?"
Oh
Turns back into a sheep.
Nope. 1d100.
Please be the same number, please. Please think she's a druid.
Nothing seems to happen this time. You just said, "I am a druid now." Nothing happened. Nothing bad happened. Nothing good happened. Nothing happened.
She just tries to transform into a sheep again.
Noxy, I don't think it's voluntary.
If only Hamlet was here.
I mean, technically he is here. Points to the cat.
Oh, probably if a different druid was here and could teach me how to use my powers.
Yeah, because that's what those are. Has nothing to do with the fact that you just had surgery in a different plane with a Medusa doctor.
Don't forget your rolls, Noxy.
Oh yeah.
So that's what, 2 rolls?
Yeah. Well, we can't rule it out, but I don't think it's related.
Great. So, what happens? Is it only sheep that you turn into?
How do I know? I know as much as you do.
Oh, you got real close on that one. Okay. So before we go telling the group that I don't know you're a druid now, maybe we just
Hey,
hope they didn't see it.
Noxy,
Oh yes.
how's your throat feeling?
I guess it's getting better. It's still a bit sore. I just got out of surgery.
Sound a little sheepish there.
Oh yeah, I don't know what happened with that. I think I'm a druid now.
What did I just say?
All I know is that we need to be careful because if those two get any more active on that stage, we're gonna have to hoof it out of here.
I look at the dance. Does it seem like everyone likes it?
People seem to be
Chris?
leaning forward and enjoying themselves. More drinks are flowing. And you see a
Well,
couple
that's-
people head off into the back room with the various you know.
What are you
Creatures
talking
of
about? They're doing
evening.
fine.
Cloud is like, Noxie, not your little baby eyes, and like covers her eyes. You're
Oh,
too
please,
young.
No, please. I've been on the boat longer than you have. I've seen some shit.
Yeah,
We had to clean up Noxie's room after she was captain for a day. Ain't that right?
No response.
yeah, like turn into a sheep weird.
Didn't she also have an egg?
That was not my fault.
You took the egg.
No.
Oh no.
Roll a 5d6. You don't know it, and you need to mark this down on your sheet, Noxie. But for the next 9 days, you cannot be intoxicated.
Oh, great.
What do you mean? Like she's incapable of it, or bad things will happen if she becomes?
She is incapable of being intoxicated.
Oh no.
Oh, I just feel weirdly strong. Let's go get some drinks.
You
Oh,
feel
no, she's-
you feel like you've been cursed with sobriety.
I think
You've
she's
gotta-
misinterpreting that as like I can.
You can drink all the
I can
things.
drink. Yes.
Oh no. I'm like looking at Noxie from behind. Do I see her like a little sheep tail or anything that would resemble a sheep?
Nah, she looks fine.
Huh.
As Noxie gets over to the bar with Gerald, Volan and Topaz, you're suddenly joined on stage once again by that snake woman. Though once more, she has her fans again. She's apparently
Okay.
gotten them out of her dressing room.
Cloud is looking at the fans. Whoa.
Ice water.
But
Is
they're
that
so-
our sign to go, Topaz?
I don't know. Does she look like she's joining us, or is she,
She looks like she's joining you. She's now slithering around the two of you, thrusting her
God.
fans towards the crowd. And you two, from your position, can see that she is completely naked without those fans.
Good.
And Cloud is like, Volan!
What?
Volan, give me a feather! Give me a
I'm gonna
feather!
flip her off.
Poor snake woman.
Give me a feather!
There are actually some feathers falling out of the the fan occasionally, and a few have drifted on the Volan.
Okay, can I drop it low and grab a feather? Like make it like,
Can you drop it low?
like ooh. Like, this is what I meant to do.
Yeah, I love that the player herself is awkward in addition to the character. Like, are you okay?
I'm dying. Yeah, okay. Can I grab her a feather?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna shove it in my coin purse. I'm fully dressed, right?
Yes.
I didn't take my. Okay.
So, the snake woman says to you, "Why don't you, darlings, invite your friends on stage? We can complete this dance together."
Crew, get on stage.
Cloud
What?
is up there in the feathers, like, just playing with them.
What do you mean get up here?
We're dancing.
This is great.
You're
I-
dancing, not me.
Look at all
Nope.
the
As your
colors.
captain, you are dancing.
Geralt is gonna sexually walk on stage, and as he's doing, he's gonna light on fire, and his clothes are gonna burn off.
Dread, Cogsworth, what about you two?
Yeah, just trying to, walk on and try to dance.
Mm,
The awkward paladin and
Boy.
the sorcerer who's too sexy for his clothing?
I mean, yes, I'm so sexy for my shot,
And then the
I mean,
tobacco falling
yes, of
with butter.
course.
and also I'm literally on fire. Also, so I need to take some fire damage.
Okay. As for
I point
Cogsworth's
out stage.
whispered question to me, it's basically, it doesn't matter about desire, it's more of Volan is ordering the entire crew onto the stage to dance. Because she's the captain of the ship.
No, I was pointing that at the creature.
Ah!
How long would
not-
we be dancing for?
Then I don't understand your question, I'm sorry.
He wouldn't understand it because this particular Warforged doesn't have those desires.
Yeah, and I
He
don't
doesn't have the biology.
Yeah, then I don't understand what you're pointing
Mhm.
to.
I expect a
I
decent
assume-
pay.
Well,
And
I
then she
ran-
gets. Oh yeah, sorry.
I ran off the assumption that I had heard what the creature had said if it was up on the stage. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I'll go up on the stage then, I guess.
Yep, I'll go on the stage and do some acrobatics, but I'm not going to take any clothes off.
Okay. And for this, we're going to do a group check. Everybody roll performance.
Oh no.
Boy. Yay.
+5.
No acrobatics?
There's my performance.
Acrobatics?
Do I get advantage because I'm on fire and took like 40 damage?
I will allow it.
Would be-
This is why you die.
Can I attempt to cast Sacred Flame for visual effects?
I
No,
told you
don't.
this was the.
If you may cast Sacred Flame for visual effects and roll an advantage for doing so.
Told you this was a character that basically has 5 spells that make suicide possible. This is one of them.
Maybe that's why you're in that hospital.
Yes. This is a random occurrence. I just light myself on fire. Who cares? Also, don't get too close to me because you might get burned.
What, 10 feet?
Alright, next round, everybody can roll acrobatics.
Here we go. Big rolls coming in. Fuck.
Oh, poor Noxie rolling a 2.
I am going to take a quick moment, if I can, cross myself to cast Guidance.
Yeah,
Wish
yes,
myself luck.
yes, that's guidance. That's guidance ourselves.
Yep. Acrobatics.
Mm-hmm.
13.
Alright. And finally, athletics.
My best skill.
What's up with my rolls?
And
There's fire
another guidance in there.
So all
Damn,
throughout
Dread.
this, the serpent woman has been slithering in and out of all of you, waving her feathered fans around, using you guys for cover, strategic cover, although you guys can kind of see all. And finally, as you finish with your displays of athletic prowessism, she lifts her feathers up, and all of a sudden, white light shines everywhere, and some of you are doused in feathers. Let's see. I think I will have Volan roll a 1d2.
Cloud.
Sure.
Best day!
Best day.
Yeah, she's now getting doused in feathers.
Oh no.
This is gonna be fun.
That moment
So,
when you think
little-
it can't get any worse.
When the light clears, you find yourself with fog above your heads for some reason, kind of obscuring everything above you, And all around you, you see metal mesh and what looks like small booths made of wood. Inside each of the booths, you see various odd articles, but mostly you see like little plush dolls hanging along the sides of these booths and really weird contraptions. Some of which seem to have balls in front of them and jugs, and others that appear to have rings and places to throw those rings at.
We're at a carnival!
So, somewhere in the distance, you hear music.
Okay, yeah.
Like typical circus music,
Yes, you
but like mildly creepy.
yes, it's nighttime. There's a layer of fog above your heads.
Okay, yeah,
And there's
confirmed I went to hell. Okay, cool.
Grizz question. Do I need to roll a constitution saving throw for this? Does it kind of resemble a festival?
It does look like a carnival.
Yeah, but would it maybe
Harvest
look like a
festival.
Yeah, a harvest festival to me?
Roll a perception check. It doesn't look like a harvest festival. No, it looks like there's some more complex things than the last harvest festival you're at. Though some of it does seem a bit familiar. Roll it with some saving throw. It's like there, right below the surface, it's itching your brain, but you can't get it to resolve. It's really bugging you because you're sure you've seen some stuff like this before, and that music, it's similar to something you've heard before. You're sure of it, but you can't remember what in hell it is.
Are there any booths with goldfish?
No. And you don't see any other people either. And as you start looking around, you feel a soft tremble in the ground.
Guys, did you feel that?
The what?
The gzz on the ground.
The what?
The gzz.
Volan, Noxie hands you a paper.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
Look
the
at it.
zzz.
It's a handwritten invoice. I'll be expecting pay for my dancing skills earlier. Thank you.
you'll be paid your normal amount. Thank you for your concern, and I'll rip up the note and put it on the floor.
Alright, I guess I'll be taking this up with HR then.
Good luck. HR's a cat.
Noxie just looks at the cat and goes, well, shit.
Just wait. You can file a complaint later or something, right? That's what they do.
Now I'd like all of you to roll a perception check.
Damn, I was getting ready to go play a game.
Boy, I'm rolling so good.
Alright.
Hey, Volan!
Gerald, your rolls, man.
It's on point. Don't worry.
Topaz?
I had 21.
Oh, from up there. Sorry, my bad. Let's see. I need the. Never mind. So there's three of you. You'll probably tell the others anyway. So Topaz, Volan, and Noxie all happen to look through in the same direction, through the metalwork, like these little slots. It basically looks like a mesh cage sort of thing, separating different areas. It's very hard to see even with dark vision to get through there, but somewhere at a distance, you think you see movement. Some figure just moved from one shadow to another.
Psst.
Does
I
it look
point in that
sneaky?
direction.
It didn't look particularly sneaky, but it was far enough away that you couldn't quite make out any details.
Hey, Grizz, are we in are there any lights?
No,
Or is it dark?
it's dark, so
And
you would have
Cloud is
noticed
missing.
also that Cloud is missing. You heard her voice, but you don't see her anywhere.
Oh boy, she's doing the
Cloud?
cat room.
What?
There's also a couple of feathers that are like stuck to your guys' clothing and whatnot from the fan dancing.
What, Noxie?
I can't see you.
That's the point.
She just brushes off the feathers off of her.
So none of these booths are actually occupied.
Correct. None of the booths are occupied.
There's no music or lights or anything.
There is music, but it's at a distance, and you can't really see any lights from where you're at.
What's in the direction of where we saw the shadow? Is it just wilderness?
Where you saw the shadow was in between some of the slots that are those huge steppers. Basically, you're in a corridor, but it's outside. There are booths lining it, and there are these metal partitions and slats that basically show off different other corridors elsewhere. And through a couple of those, at some distance, probably through several more of these dividers, you saw movement.
Can they be climbed?
They do. They do look like they can be climbed, but that would also be bringing you directly into the fog bank.
Where's the fog bank? Down where the shadow was?
Somehow the fog is hanging directly over your heads. It's like 10 feet
Like
up.
a ceiling.
Yeah. It's basically like a fog ceiling.
I will point up and look at our more magically proficient people and say, is that a problem up there?
I could try to dispel it or guess what it is, but that's about as good as I can do.
I mean, this is another one of these challenges, right? Normally.
Well, I will start moving toward the shadow, but
Actually,
I'm kind of
Topaz,
waiting for their answer.
how about this? The new one and I will take a stab at figuring out whatever the heck this is. While we do that, throw a couple rings at a couple of those poles. Maybe that's the challenge. We might get lucky.
Maybe.
Right, and shall we rack our brain? Let's roll Arcana.
Oh, you mean
Or
like
whatever
carnival games? So,
the
you
GM
might be
decides.
right.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Right, and I guess he'll roll then.
I'll go play ring toss.
Yep.
Roll investigation.
She's like, this is the only one I'll be good at.
You don't see any in the area where your friends are currently standing. If you wish to wander off a bit, you might be able to have some more luck. Gerald, you look up there and you start thinking like, okay, could this be a fog spell? But no, those always sink. This is more unusual. Maybe it's an illusion? Could be, but it could also be if this really is like a demi-plane of some kind. Whoever fixed the rules in place for this demi-plane may have simply said that this is how that functions, and Dispel will not work in that case. Excuse me,
Yeah.
sorry.
That's fine. I think this is some weird plane. I don't think I can do anything about it, my friend.
So, picking up the rings,
Agreed.
roll a acrobatics check. See how well you throw them. Because you're trying to be dexterous. Ooh. So you guys hang out to the game booths and start throwing stuff at them, and you're doing quite well. Like hitting the jugs and knocking things over, tossing the rings onto special. Sorry, excuse me. I seem to have the hiccups again today. Tossing the rings onto special poles, but it doesn't seem to have any effect. Excuse me.
We don't even get a prize.
Well, there are prizes hanging inside the booths.
I'm grabbing one. Where
Me
are they?
too.
Are there any fans?
Roll investigation. So Topaz, roll a 1d4.
I'm grabbing one as well.
Alright. So you pull one out, and it looks like a pirate captain of all things. With the hat, and one hand is a hook, and another leg is a peg leg, with a black beard and everything like that on it.
Oh, I go over to Volan. Look, it's a prezi for you.
This is Cute. You just stole this? Is that what this is? You just stole
No,
it?
I won it. I won it.
There's nobody running the games. You
I
stole
don't
it.
care. I fucking won. Look,
No,
look, I
don't
got
get me
3
wrong.
rings in a row.
No. It's very impressive, and I'm sure you would have won it.
I would
But you
have
stole
won it.
it,
That's
yeah?
right.
It's very
was-
cute, nonetheless.
It was creatively acquired.
Hmm.
That has a nice ring to it.
Okay, so are we gonna go shadow hunting or what?
We should do that.
What about that cloud? You guys know anything yet?
Glad you find about the same thing.
The fog? Is it dangerous?
Yeah, there's something going on here. We won't be able to dispel it. But for now, let's not touch it. Actually, one moment. I'm gonna take one of the rings and chuck it up into the fog and see if it comes back down.
You see it whisk away into the darkness obscured by the fog, and a moment later it comes falling back down, aiming right probably at your head if you wish to move.
It's a little toy ring. I honestly don't care.
It clinks harmlessly off of you.
Does it
Alright.
look the same?
So it
Yes, it does.
doesn't disintegrate anything that touches it. That's nice.
Oh,
I still don't
at
want to touch
least-
it.
At least inanimate things.
Do you
That's the
want me
thing.
to just go and find out? Because that shadow's probably gone by now.
Or
Cloud
hunting.
runs up. Volan, look, we're twinsies!
Mine's better. I'm not even looking at hers. I just know mine's better.
You're a jerk.
Mhm.
You know what? I hope your 2 little piggies fighting a tote sack get bigger.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that, and I'm reporting it to HR later. So
Good luck with that. HR's a cat.
Hamlet Kitty just goes, meow?
But I'd also like to point out, HR plays favorites.
I'm moving toward where we saw the shadow. I guess down the lane.
Same.
Cloud will follow, but she's like, where are we going?
We're chasing
well.
shadows.
Shadows. So I
Well-
just imagine, like, you can't see Cloud, but you can see her. You can just see, like, a floating pirate.
Well, really, once you picked it up, it would have, become part of your invisibility. It would have faded away.
Yeah, extends to things you're holding or wearing.
Because if it didn't, they would see your clothing.
I go and shove it into Cogsworth's bag of holding. Wait, no, I have one. I put it in my own.
So you make it to the end of the lane, and you see that you're at a T-junction where things move in either direction away from you, like, east and west.
Is it still carnival?
Yeah, you're still hearing carnival fun music. Cloud specifically, roll me a perception check.
Oh, fuck.
You're a cat, you have a good nose.
Not that good, apparently.
Now roll me a wisdom saving throw.
It's falafel.
So, Cloud, you pick up on food smells. You smell
Oh,
falafel off to the west and funnel cake off to the east.
oh, guys.
Out of character, I could go serve some funnel cake.
Guys, do you smell that?
What?
Points in the direction of the falafel. There's falafel that way and funnel cake that way.
Cogsworth looks slightly offended that other people can smell things and he can't.
So, Topaz, you've tried falafel. Do you want to try funnel cake?
What is that? Something they make
Fry-
from funnels?
No, kind of. You use the funnel to make the shape, but it's fried bread with sugar on top.
Bread fried.
Mm-hmm. With sugar.
It's a certain type of bread that, while fried, is apparently sugary and delicious, and a little bits of powdered sugar on top. Not healthy, but good.
It's
I've
so
been told.
good.
I'm gonna bet that's not how we get out of here, but let's go. One way's as good as another.
And if we don't like the funnel cake, we can come back and get falafel.
Or as Topaz calls it, falafel.
Yeah, well, she also calls elephants elephants. So
I think in her sleep,
elephants or something like that.
I believe in her sleep at one point I heard her refer to them as eel pants. Either that or she has some really weird dreams.
Shut up. I don't want to talk about it.
So you make your
Hey,
way
whatever.
down the
Check it.
lane, following Cloud's very astute nose, until you come to a booth that looks like at one point it was selling funnel cake, and there is a somewhat fresh-smelling funnel cake, seemingly sitting there next to a vat of bubbling oil.
Oh,
Freshly powdered sugar on top of it.
I
Okay,
knew we
that's
were
not right.
coming.
That's not right. Don't eat it.
Oh, Dread.
You're here.
Is it
You feel
Points
curse?
You feel a bit
points
of
to
a
the-
tremor, by the way, as well. And
Points to
What
the
is that? Where is that coming from? I felt it
asked
that
you-
time.
I asked you earlier if you felt the bzzz.
I'm looking around.
The music sounds like it's getting closer.
Yeah, I look around as well.
Roll perception checks.
I point to the funnel cake. Dread, detect magic this bitch.
I don't detect magic, sorry.
Detect evil. Is it evil bread?
Of course, it has gluten.
You are in a it's not exactly a clearing, but it's much wider than a corridor. It's like you're in a small pavilion. You see a few tables and chairs and a few other little booths around, and two other passageways around going probably like north and east from here.
Well,
The perception check from Volan. You get the sense that the tremor and the music are both a bit to the north.
I'll humor them and use the divine sense of the funnel cake to see if it's actually evil, or actually if it's undead, or something else.
Alright.
A fiend. A fiend bread.
The divine sense does not seem to register anything about that bread.
Cloud's just gonna, like, lick it. With, like, the tip of her tongue, just do a little... meh.
You taste warm, gooey sugar.
Oh, guys, it's fine. Picks up a piece of funnel cake and eats it.
And con saving throw.
I hand a piece to Topaz. Try it. While starting to walk north.
Did you eat that, Topaz?
Yes.
What was that roll for, Cogsworth?
You whispered me to roll a wisdom saving throw.
That was the clone. And that's a GM roll.
Oh, it may be maybe because I have access to her sheet.
Yeah, so you can see whispers.
If you want to remove me from her sheet.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I saw nothing.
What does nothing look like?
I don't know, because I didn't see it.
Okay.
When you look into nothing, nothing looks back.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I guess head towards the music. Seems like a plan.
The only clue we've got.
Yeah.
You're typing aggressively, darling.
Sorry.
What did that keyboard do to you? It's really quiet. Is everyone okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just hiccuping a lot still.
Mm.
Every time today I've been on a hiccup spray, and I haven't hiccuped in a long time.
Real quick, Grizz, how's your shoulder doing?
I can lift it over my head again, so that's good.
Woo.
Your elbow's not locked?
Yeah, my elbow's no longer locked in place, which is good.
Good.
So Cloud is just, oh my god, Topaz.
No.
No! So Cloud
it's
is
gonna come
just
back
like,
to haunt.
Cloud is just like mumbling to herself, kind of aggressively.
Like angrily or just like very passionately?
Angrily.
Is everything okay, Cloud?
No, it's not okay.
What's going on?
Just like both hands up, like, oh, okay.
It's not okay because apparently we can't take a fucking minute to eat some fucking funnel cake without having to go in a different direction towards some really weird fucking noise.
Okay, deep breaths. I don't really
I don't
understand
want
why.
to take deep breaths.
Is there a convenient jug with a funnel on it next to the bubbling oil?
Yes, there is.
I would like to attempt to drizzle some into the oil. Would that be survival for cooking?
Yes.
Points at Volan. And why do you always have to be in charge of everything?
It's almost like that's how being a captain works. If that's
Yeah,
an
she's a
issue,
captain.
Cloud,
No one
we can always
asked you,
just
Noxie.
deal with it now. You're being rather disrespectful. What's the issue?
The issue is... No
Are you hangry?
Shut up. The issue is that you always have something shitty to say about any plan I have.
What is your plan currently? Cloud, we're going to eat. Is that going to get us out of here?
Maybe it could add a little bit of happiness to the current situation we're in.
I'm perfectly happy. You seem to be the only one that's terribly
Bullshit.
upset.
And then you, points at Topaz, you're just really mean sometimes.
I will point out that was unprovoked.
The funnel
Yeah,
Oh,
Topaz
yeah.
didn't do anything that time.
looks perfect and golden as it finishes cooking.
You
Yeah,
say a lot of shit unprovoked, Topaz. And I pick up Cat Hamlet. And you! Why are you still a fucking cat?
I hand a fresh sugared funnel cake to Cloud.
Cloud, druid powers are hard to understand. It's hard for us to control it.
Okay, sheep goblin.
Have some funnel cake, Cloud. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
You're not you when you're hungry.
Takes a bite of the funnel cake. And is like angrily chewing it.
All right. While you eat that, we're all going to walk towards the sound. And if we can kill the sound fast enough, I might be able to make you another funnel cake before we leave. Sound good?
Fuck off.
Wow, she's even coming at you. All right, we
Is
better
it
move.
always this Sherry?
As you guys look around at Cloud, after she says that to Cogsworth, who just did something really nice for her, you notice that her eyes have turned blood red. That are starting to glow.
Wait, is she an SMR2? Did you guys forget to mention that?
No,
No.
there's something here.
This funnel cake is the most disgusting piece of shit I've ever eaten.
Yep, something's influencing her.
I mean, what do
This
we
is
do?
probably magic.
Somebody cast something on the cat.
See, what do I have?
And Cloud is just like starting to stomp away.
Towards or away from the music?
Probably in the same direction we were going, so towards the music.
Okay.
Before I do so, I would like to do a quick check to see if she's cursed.
And how would you like to do that?
I guess Arcana check, see if this
Alright.
reminds me of anything.
Go for it. Yeah, you're pretty sure something bad is happening to her, some sort of curse or effect. And
Right.
given when it started and now that it's increased, you can get a pretty good idea that the funnel cake caused it.
Maybe she's in heat.
No. Nobody touch anything else for the food.
Cloud still has the funnel. No, she dropped it, didn't she?
Yep. I will remove curse on her.
Cloud, do you let yourself be touched?
Well, Cloud was walking away, so I assume Cogsworth would have been following her then?
I'd be following, attempting to put a hand on your back.
I would also follow.
No, which
Like
way
on
would
the
you
side.
go,
Trying to touch me!
Northwest or east?
I was going towards the music. I think so,
Okay,
north.
Yeah.
Stop trying to touch me.
I still walk up and go to basically the slap her with it.
Okay. That means you have to make an attack roll if you're gonna try to slap her.
And I'm going to try and dodge it.
Hence the attack roll.
What kind of attack roll would that be? Like a spell attack roll?
No, you're doing basically a touch attack roll, so that would be dexterity.
Well, that still uses
or strength.
that still uses magic modifier for touch magic. That's why I'm asking. Am I using strength?
Yeah, you'd be using strength. Sorry, because you're not a
Okay.
dexterity type person. So it's a strength.
Would it have proficiency on it?
Since it's a spell, I'll say yes. What's your AC, Cloud?
14.
Yeah, you try to get away from him, but you feel his hand just kind of clutch onto your wrist as you try to back away and run. And all
Like
of a sudden,
hissing at him and
all of a sudden that anger clears out of your mind.
You good?
you can see Cloud's lips start to pucker. I'm really sorry.
Don't be sorry. Just don't eat
Walks
any.
over to Volan. Walks over to Volan, like hugs her. I'm really sorry.
I'm gonna lean down and whisper into her ear. If you talk to me that way again, I'll snap your neck. And I'll pat her on the back.
But it wasn't my fault.
It was very hurtful. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, guys, no one eat the funnel cake. It's the food.
Perception check.
For who?
Everyone.
I mean, you even offended my delicate sensibilities.
Look, I already apologized, okay?
Topaz trying not to laugh.
Cloud and Cogsworth, even as you're saying this, Cloud and Cogsworth, you look towards the north. Some 100 feet away, you see a figure emerging from the darkness. This figure looks like they are wearing a clown mask.
Is that the figure that was walking around earlier? Points at it.
I would assume so. Shall we say hello?
Don't
Maybe 1
worry.
second.
Don't worry, Volan. As soon as we get back, I'll pack up my stuff.
Cloud, let's survive this and we'll talk later, okay? You're fine.
No, I'm not.
You were cursed. Now we need to move on. Get out of here. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Now, are we fighting or are we talking first? I look at Topaz.
As
What are you looking at me for?
As you see the thing approaching slowly, you notice that its hands are actually to reach a massive hook instead.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, Cloud's pulling out her arrow, like her bow and arrow.
I'm thinking fighting.
Fight. All right, sounds good.
And she's gonna let her arrow go.
I will very quickly get a level 3 aid spell out. And it is going to Topaz, Dread, and Volan.
And since you guys are about to go into a fight, question: do you either want to risk going into major overtime, or would you like to stop here and pick this up next Wednesday with the fight starting?
I am neutral.
I'm okay with picking it up next week.
Yeah, same. Might be better for me.
Out of character, Volan and Topaz, I really am sorry.
No.
Topaz doesn't give a shit. She's just enjoying holding it over your head. If you were paying any attention to her expression, she was trying not to snicker in your face as she's giving you shit.
Well, so as a player, I was actually starting to cry. So
Volan
confrontation.
Volan probably meant what she said, though. So I don't know. I wouldn't take Volan lightly, but Topaz didn't really care.
Cloud as a player is also one of those people where if she acts sad and cry-y, she will begin to cry.
Quick question.
I'm fine.
Who am I gonna haste next week?
Go and hug her tightly, Cogsworth. Go and hug her tightly.
I will. Also, Volan and Topaz. Straight up. They're the fightiest of us all.
Yeah, no.
The only fightier they could be is if they literally took a level of fighter. And they would still not be fighty enough.
Oh, that gives even... Wait, how broken is haste again? Dang it.
It's very. It gives you an extra action, though you have to use it for only one attack. If you use the attack action for it, I don't think it gives you... I don't think it's like Action Surge.
No, it's not like Action Surge. It's one extra attack, but it's one extra attack advantage on dex saving throws. It's plus
AC.
2 AC. Your movement speed gets doubled.
AC's or haste is great. And it issues when it ends.
Double. That would make me move it 110.
Without dashing.
Well, then you quickly get to up as far as that enemy.
Yeah, that's the problem, though. I get out there and no one's up there with me.
I mean, do you want them to be exhausted?
All right, I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna go
Bye.
as well. Bye.